Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, Michigan Speedway, home of many great people like Anthony Cletus and Kevin Corbat and the Michigan Man. Here is our starting lineup, sponsored by Michelin Tires. On the pole, your Michigan Dominator, Dave Miller. I think there's children outside, so unless they want to hear this, I will shut off the window. Crazy kids. Alright. Alright, on the pole, the Michigan Dominator, Dave Cigarette Miller, looking to turn his season around. Tim McDonald, Volkswagen, Triangle Cat, lost the points lead last week with an 11th place finish. Both he and Ryan are dominating the last several weeks. Third, Ryan Heuser, currently your points leader, and just needs to finish well today to clinch his chase spot. And fourth, Alex Krapser, winner a few weeks ago. Currently 14th in points, 55 back with 4 races left. Ooh. Alright, Dakota Wilkins, 5th, winner at the sister track, California. And Johnny Reed Foley, AC Delco Powers winners. He has not won this year, so will they power him? Rick Jackson, Crown Royal, currently 6th in points, 273 ahead of 11th, with 4 races left. And Zach Miller, 7th in points, 184 behind, ahead. Logan Sheets, looking to make his first chase in his second full season, plus 61 from 11th place, John Tharp. And Tony Pizarro and John Batista. Tony Pizarro, 4th in points, tied with John Batista, 367 ahead of 11th. Batista has 5 wins, Pizarro only 2, so Batista is 3rd in points, Pizarro is 4th. Scott Jackson knocked out of the top 20 in points. Very disappointing season for the old veteran. Will he win again? And Ken Pettit, currently 16th in points, 93 back from 10th place Matthew Dominique, the 2021 champion. Adam Krapser, 179 back in points, 18th in points, needs to have a good stretch. Had a bad crash last season here, along with his brother, Craig Lee. Why is there a gap there? Oh, it's okay. Craig Lee, 20th in points, very good stretch. 193 back. It would be a miracle for him to come back from his former deficit, but he is closing. And John Tharp, the guy everyone is afraid of, good at this track, only 22 back, 11th in points, and 12th in points, Alan Nesvetter, 45 back, and Matthew Dominique, the guy they are chasing, 22 ahead of the 14. Dave Daniels makes the field, good Q run, and Bink Lucas, lots of good runs lately. Randy Dobbins, Georgia Boot, Matt Raboyne, Dan Johnston, Jimmy Stevens, currently 9th in points. Dan Johnston, Christian Torres, Ben Gear, Chelsea Redmond Jr., Aaron Cummins, William Gary, Jonas Travis, Lucas makes the lead. Steven Spears makes the lead. Bill Brookhiser, Tony Long makes the lead. Philip Parker makes the lead. Mark Huron makes the lead. Dave Butterworth makes the lead. Makes the field. Rob Scarberry, Scott Drake makes the field. Colby and Joe Poulsen representing Pontiac, just like Mark Huron. Frank Womack, Michael Henson, Markel Murphy starting 43rd, Rod Weston, and dead last after a turn 1 accident, Zach Michael. Laps. It's a very horsepower-driven race. May the best engine win. Green flag is out. Logan trying to make headway on the bottom, but is unsuccessful. 46 cars in this field. I am dehydrated. Going for the win. It's going to be hard to pass on that bottom lane. Zach's already gained like 8 spots back there. Holy crap. He's riding that bottom lane. Holy crap. Zach Michael knows Michigan. I'm still dehydrated. In the middle, and he holds off Donald Stewart in the middle. Stays on the gas. Whoa! turn one. Don't want to be too far in the bottom. Don't want to be too far in the top. Front 138 and 90. Holds the spot. Scott had a massive crash here back in 2019, many years ago, looking to rebound. Still dehydrated. Zach's lost all the spots he gained. Tried to work the bottom too hard. I think it was 1998, Dale Earnhardt at Michigan drove the bottom from like last to 15th, because nobody else would go down there, but he couldn't do the same thing. Good battle for second, 90, flowing away. Boy, Brad just had flashbacks. It's nice to see Scott racing up front. Oh. Daring move. Ryan making it look easy. Boy, Tim is one smart driver. Sorry, Timothy. Using lessons learned from his father to let off at the right moment. Oh! Dehydrated anymore.
Start time, Tommy.
Sometimes it's 4. Depends on when I get home from work. Could be later. Sometimes could be earlier.
I have 2 things I need to say. The first, I need to turn this down.
Oh!
So clearly you're using Michigan 2019 MB, right?
Yeah.
I wish I'd known that. I was trying to figure out what version of the track to use. I used this version and wasn't happy with it. There is one graphics fix I could recommend for that season. I'll send you new environment files so they don't look like they had night lights on them, but for me they were very crash heavy, no matter what I did with them.
What do you mean by crash heavy? Like the car has crashed a lot?
Yeah, until you got some nutrition going, you couldn't get like 10 laps without a massive crash.
Did you do simulation?
I tried both. They were actually better in arcade.
Oh.
They still crashed a bit in arcade because they tried to get 5 wide. But in sim, guys would just go off into turn 1 and drive straight at the track and kill people. Like, they were doing stupid stuff. I know how to fix it so it'll be great in arcade now that I've watched 5 races there. Unfortunately, I thought I had it perfect for the race, because my 4th test race, the pack broke up and they raced really well. I mean, once there was some attrition, they did race really well, but they had a very long green flag run at the end. But I think the issue they have, at least for GNS physics, is that they pinch coming off the corners and cause wrecks because the bottom line wants to wash up instead of lifting. So if I get the LPs and the bottom line is into the paint that lifts, that it'll break up the pack and avoid that pinch.
So you're saying you ran Michigan?
I ran this version of Michigan and discovered that, at least for GNS physics, the AI are not very good.
You ran the Bonanza race.
Yeah, that was... Tony, it literally finished 15 minutes before this race was supposed to start.
Oh.
Which brings us to 2 points that need to be covered. One, Foley probably has at least a sprained ankle in this race. And 2, when does Doug Spark come back?
Doug Spark?
Yeah, when is he due to come back?
We don't have a timetable yet.
Okay, well, I have a plan to cover the next 2 races. Foley ran for him this week in the number 3 E3 Spark Plugs machine. He was involved in an accident.
Maybe you shouldn't put him in there anymore.
He won't be in for the next 2.
No, Foley.
Well, he had to run this one because my solution for the road courses can't run Michigan and the road courses.
Oh.
Also, there's a team alliance there, so it made a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. I have 3 on the team.
Look, he's in the middle of a championship battle, so we can't have him just running whatever you feel like he should. But with that being said, try not to get him hurt in the Bonanza race, sir.
Well, I was trying. It was Reigns that wasn't trying. I think that car's going to have to sit out a week, full throttling into a crash.
Well, we'll take a look at the tape.
You know who's going to drive Doug Sparks' car at Firekeeper Watkins Glen?
You?
We heard one. Yes, I'm going to drive it. It will be the 31 for those races.
Alright.
It is really unfortunate, because Doug Sparks is like 22nd points, and if he'd been in the race, he might have actually gotten himself into the top 20 points.
Yeah. Well, that's the way of Doug Spark, I suppose.
I need to check last season's results, because I'm not sure if the winner this week had ever won before or not.
Oh!
He just fucking stopped!
He was trying to get out of the way, but he was stuck in the middle.
I'm still drying off my shower. I'm putting my hair. That's what I'm doing when I came in. My phone is not here. I really need to take care of this.
I didn't hear what you said there.
I'm still in the process of drying off after my shower.
I heard that part.
Yeah, I was like sitting there like, well, Tony was supposed to be here. I need to like get this taken care of. I guess I'll just do this now.
Yeah, 4 o'clock is not a super guaranteed time frame. It's when I'm supposed to get off work.
Really? I have a number of friends that have work schedules like that, so.
Yeah. Well, the schedule is leave at this time, but that's not how it happens sometimes. Alright, so Logan comes in 61 ahead of 11th place. Let's see if he can rebound. So, how was your overall day, sir?
I mean, about the only thing I've done today is actually the fucking Bonanza race, so.
Gotcha.
Like I said, once the Dome Rex stopped, it was a very good race. Even, you know, it was very exciting, but the wrecks were memorable, anyway. I was really hoping after the first caution we were going to get going, because I felt like we were going to, but, yeah. It's very disappointing. The last test race I did, the pack broke up like 10 laps in, and it was great. I'm like, okay, I finally got this. But none of that happened in the live race. Good thing I've already tested for next week, and Watkins Glen is usually not an issue, so I don't have to worry about that. It was the second longest race on the calendar. It was only 14 laps shorter than this race.
Michigan was 186 laps.
600 kilometers.
Oh. Oh, so it's like the Coke 600 for Bonanza.
It's not the longest race. Vegas is longer.
Oh.
I might have to reevaluate that. The Vegas race might be longer than the Extravaganza race.
How many laps is it?
I haven't checked the lap total, but it's supposed to be 621 kilometers.
Yeah, we might need to make the longer races at tracks that are, like, I don't know.
Actually, no, that will be fine. It's only 385 miles.
Yeah, it's slightly shorter.
That'll be 257 laps. It'll be a longer distance, but it will be shorter than the Extravaganza race. For some reason, I'm thinking it's going to be greater than 500 miles. I don't know why it's, well, closer to 500 miles.
You just said it was a longer distance, but then you said it wasn't.
I said it's not longer than the Extravaganza race. Because your Extravaganza is at least 400 miles, right?
You're saying it's a longer distance compared to, like, a regular Xfinity Series race.
It is longer than the Michigan race that just happened.
That's what you're comparing it to. Okay, I got it.
I'm comparing both to the race that just occurred and the Extravaganza race. It should be longer than the Michigan and shorter than the Vegas Extravaganza race. If I don't want to do tweaks on this track, you know, AI stuff, but also that grandstand and turn one needs to not be floating.
Nah, I think we need to keep it floating. For the kids, you know.
Tony, you need help.
I think Logan's having a hard time there. Do you know if Kevin went to the SRX race last night?
I do know.
And the answer is...
I believe he did. He was sending me pictures and pointing out how short Alan Destler was.
So, wait, so you don't know because you said you believe he did.
Well, he posted pictures and said he was there, but I didn't see pictures of him actually enjoying the race. So he may have just been in the parking lot.
Interesting. But he saw Alan Bestwick?
Yes, apparently Alan Bestwick is slow.
He is. Compared to Benny Parsons when they do the booth view of the camera, Benny would be way up here, and Alan would be...
There's that stupid 4 wide that they would do for me, except then they would get 5. I think what it really is, the Cup cars have a lot less drag, so they're getting to the corner faster, whereas even in Sim, the GNS cars aren't lifting for the corner.
Oh my god!
Well, that's going to be good. Hey, there's one of those stupid crashes. And how many cars piled into that? All of them. All right. Oh, okay. Dalton's dead. Also, the pit lights are bugged. I gotta fix that too.
It was only like 4 cars or 5, but still.
No, Polefield. Everybody's dead. It's gonna be just like the Extravaganza, right? The Bonanza race. 20 cars running at the end. Let's go.
Gotta give the 88 credit because he did let off initially when the crash started. But his spotter said, aim for the wreck. They won't be there by the time you get there. week for Team Danger Zone. Zach Michael smashed in qualifying. Now Markel Murphy smashes in race. Have you ever had one of those weeks where you're just so good?
What?
You ever had a tiring week, and then you're finally home, and you're like, alright.
Tony, that's been every week for me for the past, like, 3 months. It's been really awful at work.
What's the leading cause of it?
Fucking Newark?
Just Newark?
Yeah, mostly Newark.
What about the other airports?
They usually function as airports most of the time.
What's the problem with Newark?
They fucking suck at everything.
Be more specific.
They can't operate gates, they can't operate the agency system, they can't operate the taxiways, they can't operate the airspace, they can't fuel the airplanes correctly, they can't get people onto the airplanes. Let's see, what other issues do they have? What's the other stupid one? They don't know how to push back without breaking a tow bar, they don't know how to have headsets. They don't know how to answer the phone, they don't know how to respond to messages, they don't know how to fucking push somebody at departure time when they're ready to go.
Do you think it's an issue with incompetence or lack of people?
Well, it's absolute incompetence on half of it.
Bad leadership? Like, give me an example of a situation that went wrong.
Tony, I would run out of examples. Basically, they can't do anything right. They can't do anything on time. That whole airport's a fucking joke and it's being nuked from orbit.
Are the people that get on the planes mad?
Constantly.
Oh.
In both meanings of the word.
They're crazy and mad?
Yes.
Now, I'm talking about the passengers.
Yes.
Maybe it's the passengers' fault that the airport stinks.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Has nothing to do with them not being able to use it as a functional airport because the whole fucking system's a joke.
What if I told you that Newark was my favorite airport?
That would track with your insanity.
Now, hear me out. Every time we went to Pinecone Campground in New Jersey, we went by Newark Airport, and I thought it looked beautiful.
Tony, get your eyes checked.
I remember the triangular beacon thing that spun around when I was a kid. I thought that was cool. Alright, restart 0470, 8701, 51. And 48 did not pit. Everyone else did. Michael, Dalton, Markel, and Joe Coulson are out of the event. Only 42 cars left. So you have to deal with Newark next week.
I deal with Newark every fucking day I work, man.
What's your favorite airport?
Whatever one isn't being a shit ass that day.
So, like, O'Hare?
O'Hare usually keeps their shit together. If they have a meltdown because something actually happened, literally with Newark they become meltdown mode because of a thunderstorm near fucking Scranton.
What about John F. Kennedy Airport?
We don't fly there.
Okay. You don't fly there because you fly to Newark instead?
Well, pretty much, yeah. Did you see the Cisco just on next season?
I don't even know what it is this season.
Well, they added a big race. They're gonna have a 6-hour in Indy next year.
Please tell me it's the
For IMSA?
It's the worst road course in the
Are you
world.
a fucking idiot, Tony?
Why would they go there?
They used to go there in the past. Now they're going back and actually having a real race for it.
That's very unfortunate, Tim. They should
That's
just
also
kill the series.
not the worst road course. One of the better road courses in this country.
Oh, stop it! No, it's not.
I love that track. When you run the right
You were just
layout.
complaining about it last week.
I'm complaining about the way NASCAR courses track limits there. And the layout NASCAR runs is not the best layout, but,
Tim,
you know.
there is no good road course that is part of an oval. I'm sorry.
That is markedly untrue.
Completely untrue. True is the word I'm looking for, sir. Daytona road course is an absolute travesty.
Oh, no, that's good. Gateway's good. Indy's good.
Who runs Gateway road course?
The Sports Car Club.
Oh. Get them out of here.
I like the
Making
Roval.
up series.
Let's see. Well, what's that one in Australia? They had a good one in Australia too. The Motegi Road Course, great.
The Thunderdrome Road Course.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had one. Nah, we gotta stop doing that.
Rumbler Park, that's difficult. Let's see. Thompson Road Course is good.
Thompson?
Yes!
The Oval's not even good. And I'm from Massachusetts.
The road course in Thompson's probably better than the Oval by like 6 miles. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's a little different because it goes on an excursion outside the track. Like, infield road courses are... No, just demolish all of them. Like, Phoenix and Pocono road course are just... They're not even a road course.
Plus, Phoenix doesn't have a road course anymore.
Well, we did.
They haven't had a road course in, like, 15 years, Tony.
In iRacing, they still do.
Well, yes, in iRacing, Oran Park still exists. What's your point?
Oh, they got rid of that track?
That track is a housing development. We have multiple tracks on iRacing that don't exist anymore.
Where is Oran Park?
Australia.
That's the one you were just talking about, right?
Yes.
Myrtle Beach is still kind of there.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The city is. The track is gone.
The track is not gone. There's still pavement remnants there. There's still a wall.
I'm pretty sure they knocked all of it down now, Tony.
Nah, that can't happen.
They paved Paradise and put up a parking lot.
I disagree, sir.
Okay.
Even if you're right, I disagree. Mansfield is still kind of there, but I don't think iRacing has that.
I think they tore up the pavement there, though.
We'll have to ask Zach.
Oh, that was the other change on the IMSA schedule. They're going back to Detroit next season.
Trenton?
Detroit!
Oh.
Careers checked.
That makes more sense.
Let's see, you saw that the layout for Nashville for IndyCar completely changed.
What do you mean the layout?
The layout for Nashville for the IndyCar race is almost entirely new.
Isn't it an oval track?
Tony, I don't think they've run the oval there since like 2009.
What? Are they running a road course?
They've been running a street circuit for like 3 years now.
Really?
Yes.
It'll be new regardless of whether it's new or not for me.
Well, they've completely changed it. Now, I don't know if that's for this year or next year, to be honest, but it was interesting.
thought Dalton was winning.
Tony, we're both beating Dalton.
What happened to him?
Probably got something to do with this string of really bad weeks. Maybe something to do with this week where I scored 43, you scored 35, and you scored 96.
96 is not a good score.
Not the worst score that week. Zach's had some bad weeks. His last 3 weeks, 122, 173, and 92.
Wait, who does he have?
Let's look at that week where he scored 173. Because that was the week where everything raced and there were 2 IndyCar races. So let's see. Cup race, he got fucked by Kyle Busch. He had Cole Custer in 33rd for Xfinity. Truck race was fine. First IndyCar race, he had Graham and Lowe. That's 30-something, and then he had them again. So he got 59 total points for IndyCar.
I heard you say Graham at Lowe.
Graham and Polo.
Oh.
For F1, he had Sainz and Magnussen with 25 points. Got 8 points out of World of Outlaws. And then got a resounding 10 out of IMSA for the worst score of anybody. Tony, you didn't do much better that week. You scored 167.
Well, yeah, because I have Heart of Racing number 23.
They won their class, Tony.
Not that week.
They did that week. That was your... You had 2 first-place finishes, and everything else was abysmal that week. You had Denny in first and Logano in 35th. 32nd for the Xfinity race, 34th for the trucks.
Who did I have in Xfinity?
John Hunter Nemechek.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Let's see. You got 14 points in World of Outlaws.
Zane Smith is screwing me because he keeps getting wrecked by people.
Yes, well, that's what Eckes has been doing to me all season. Your F1 race was not terrible. You got 16 points out of F1 on great.
Yeah, I got a decent. I drafted Alonso thinking he'd finish like 12th every week, but he's actually finishing like top 5 every week.
Yeah, no, that's a fairly competitive car. I mean, let's see. Tony, you
I
are
didn't know that.
you are winning Xfinity for the year. You are last in trucks. Middle of the pack in Cup. Actually, no, not middle of the pack. Second in Cup. It's just there's a big gap. IndyCar. You were third in IndyCar. Second in F1. Third in World of Outlaws. And fourth in IMSA.
Wait, don't I have David Gravel?
Yeah, you do.
How is he third? He's leading the points!
What? Point system is weird. Also, you don't have David Gravel. I do. You have Carson Macedo.
He's third in points. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm winning in Cup, winning F1, winning World of Outlaws, and winning IMSA. However, I have the second worst IndyCar team.
Yeah.
And the second worst truck. And not doing terrible in Xfinity, but not doing great. Really mid-pack in Xfinity. I mean, I'm going to make a killing at F1 at this rate. Like, F1's looking good for me.
You always prioritize that. What's your IndyCar team?
I've been making moves in F1 because I've had to make changes throughout the season. IndyCar, I have Dixon and
PK?
VK.
Why do you have him?
Because he finishes pretty well. I swapped him.
No, he doesn't. When?
Last season. I think he was like 5th in points last season.
He's on a crappy team. What?
He's been out finishing Grosjean. That's why he's in.
Alright.
And let's see. My F1 team right now is Verstappen and Norris with Ricardo on the bench. Not a whole lot I can do in trucks. Like, Eckes is still a better choice than Purdy, I would say.
Eckes can turn it around at any point, so...
He's once he races, he's very inconsistent.
You actually have 2 good truck guys if they can just get going. Ooh. Same with me. I have Zane Smith, so you know.
I've got a really good Cup team of Truex and Harvick, but the only times that that's not a good team is when they're both absolute shit. I would have been better off with both Bowman and Wallace.
Yeah, it's tough in NASCAR now because it's so competitive.
Well, Bubba's just too inconsistent to be in the place line. He has really good races, but he's not consistent enough to want to play him every week. So there aren't very many IMSA races left. We do have another GT only round coming up after the Road America race.
When are they running Lime Rock?
They already did.
When?
Like 2 weeks ago. The race is on YouTube for you to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. That's my favorite road course.
Good thing you weren't paying attention when I told you who won.
Who won?
The team.
Never heard of them. I also didn't hear what you said.
Oh, you know what I just fucking realized? There's no Lime Rock race next season.
In IMSA?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't notice that.
Oh, that's not good. They go to Lime Rock every year for since 1960. The
schedule is Daytona, Sebring, Long Beach, Laguna Seca, Detroit, Watkins Glen, Canadian Tire, Road America, VIR, Indy, and Road Atlanta.
That's terrible.
I'm happy about Indy. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Well, I saw that video of Walter Payton trying to race Lime Rock, and he kept crashing. And at the end, Mike Ditka said, Walter Payton is a winner. If he is going to do racing, then he will win at racing.
Right, that's not
Alright, Womack and Gear not having a good day. Both drivers fighting for that top 35. Remember to set your keepers if you want to keep any keepers in the fantasy camp.
I mean, I had a bunch of bumps, right?
I don't think so. I think you had some good streaky guys.
I'm trying to see if I can even find my shortcut over that.
Zach Michael has gone from last to first in 1/3 of the event. Holy smokes.
That's okay, my link doesn't even load, so that's cool.
Fastest lap of the race is by the 20, 199.6. Can anyone crack the 200-mile barrier? Or will they hit the barrier?
Insert why not have both me.
I always thought Todd Barrier was a very unfortunate name.
That's why you pronounce it Burrier.
That doesn't sound any better. You hit the barrier, and then you get Burrier in the ground after.
I don't know, man. This is not Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, what a douchebag. Why do you hate Steve Spurrier?
I'm just trying to remember. I swear I heard that he did something despicable by making using college football coaches.
We'll have to ask Spears about what happened there. I think we just don't like him because, like Nickelback, we don't have a reason to. But we do anyway.
There is a reason to dislike Nickelback.
Why?
Because all their songs are whiny.
How many songs do you know of them?
About 5.
What? You don't know all of their songs then?
That's true, but if I hear 5 of your songs and they're all whiny, I assume that's your entire thing.
What do you mean by whiny? So the songs aren't about whiny subjects, they just sound whiny.
Sometimes they are, but yeah. No, it's that same thing why I don't like Nirvana. It's Kurt Cobain all saying, yeah. When you can understand what he was saying. All I'm saying is, if the Beatles had made 5 songs that sounded like Revolution Number 9, I'd assume all of their songs sound like that.
I wish they did.
That's because you're one sick son of a bitch.
Nah, it's actually one of my favorite songs. It's actually an art piece. It's like a piece of music. But it's not poppy. It's like Mozart with fangs.
Yes, obviously, that sentence right there, that was the one.
Alex Crapser comes in. Not pitting earlier might be the devil's end to the race for Mr. Brad if a caution comes out. Mark Huron also in as we watch the Lucas Hauling crew dominate the pit stop.
It is very fucking confusing to me that this track has night reflections. I don't understand why it's
Michigan?
Yes, the reflections on those cars are for a night train. You can see the lights.
Maybe they stole it from Auto Club.
What I don't understand is that this is... Well, I did discover that the PTFs are not the same between this and the other Michigan MD. So somebody did major work on the track, but if they started with MD where everything was fine, I don't know how they fucked that up. But yeah, no, it's easy to fix. All I gotta do is give you 2 MIPs and it's fixed.
That doesn't need fixing, sir.
Of course it doesn't. Alright, I'm gonna run to the store. I'll be back in about a minute.
Alright. Enjoy your store. John Tharp, 11th in points, 32 back coming in, needs a good stop, hasn't had a good run as we see the leaders come in. Oh, Alex Crapser. Oh, Alex Crapser and Matt Raboyne. Alex comes in 55 back of 10th. Matt comes in 34 back of 10th. That's tough. Let's see what happened. So both those guys go a lap down. Debris caution in the middle of pit stops. Holy smokes. William Perry, Dan Johnston, Mark Huron, Aaron Cummings, Frank Womack, Ben Gear, Randy Dobbins, all go one lap down. Make my Red Baron pizza in honor of Bob Dylan. Sorry, Tombstone pizza in honor of Bob Dylan. And it is Tombstone, but I'll double check, because there's a complete difference between the two. Ask JB. He is the food and synthesizer expert. I'll be back. Alright, tail end of the lead lap. Alex Krapser and others. Dave Miller, your leader. Write a new song. Instead of Rocket Man, it'll be about a guy that likes to play with tools. Socket Man. Socket Man. Throw that wrench at the car. Socket Man. Oh. New leader. Johnny Reed Foley. Foley comes in on a hot streak. Still hasn't won this season. He comes in 101 points back from 10th with 4 races left. Yes, our new leader makes the pass on the outside. So he'll be ahead of John Tharp in points, at least right next to him. Currently 32nd, Foley's your leader. He was 81 points behind him coming in. Oh. And Matt's also a lap down. He came in 15th in points. Brad 14th. Markel Murphy crashed. He's out of the race. He came in 13th in points. So Alan Nesvetter is in really good shape here. 12th in points. You got guys like Ken Pettit who are still in the lead lap, and guys like Foley who are leading laps. Be a big scramble by the end of today. Battle for the lead. Tharp gets his lap back. And Dave on the outside. Leader, Dave Miller. Matthew Dominique comes in 10th in points. Looking for some grand action. Mr. Jackson. Christian Torres in second. Holy smokes. lead, Christian Torres, Dave Miller, Zach Miller. New leader, number 26. Take that, Detroit. Toyota is kicking ass. Whoa! And Torres has had a struggling season, but it's nice to see him up front, literally up front, getting draft help from the two normal dominators that are one lap down. Wouldn't it be something if he can win at this high horsepower facility? Whoa! Steven Spears. David Butterworth. Holy smokes. Got some fancy names up here. Torres going for broke. Don't get too greedy. Foley will swipe. There he goes. Oh! Boy, if they weren't 4 wide behind, we'd keep the camera on Torres. Cinderella story in the making on lap 93. New leader, number 3. Yo! It's that Toyota grip, man. Whoa! Chef Boyardee. Trying to think of things that rhyme with 3. Boyardee. Ken Caminiti. New leader, Dave Miller. Spaghetti. Johnny Reed Foley battling for the lead. Oh, second place. Never mind. What a shame for the highest running Pontiac. Both Pontiacs are out. Michael wins the halfway bacon bonus. Top 35. Oh boy. It's been nothing but struggle since Frank Womack took over the O2. Fetter, Zach Michael. And 20 will keep the spot. Takes advantage on the high side. charge. New leader, Pink Lucas. The 20 will not be denied. His teammate Speedy having another top 17 run. Check the status of my pizza pie.
What'd you think I got?
Ice cream?
Nope, no bread, no ice cream.
Bananas.
So far you've named 2 things I can't eat and 1 I don't eat.
What's the 2 you can't?
I can't have ice cream, I'm not supposed to eat bread.
Why can't you eat ice cream?
Because it'll make me shit blood, Tony.
Oh, yeah, we won't talk about that anymore. Why can't you eat bread?
The same reason.
That's, maybe if you ate more bananas, it'd balance itself out.
I don't eat bananas because they're fucking disgusting.
So what did you buy, Tim?
Some chicken, some tortilla chips, salsa, pasta sauce.
Wait. When you eat the banana, you eat the inside, right?
Yes, although the peel might actually taste better.
Start your shopping, Uber.
Chicken, pasta sauce, kind bars, salsa, tortilla chips, some sodas, a little bit of juice, some milk, some frozen meals. What else did I get? Some cookies because I want to ruin my appetite. Yeah, I mean, it's not a whole lot. It's only 3 bags from the grocery, but they'll do.
What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip.
What brand?
They aren't a brand, they're from the bakery.
So it's your store brand. Or they literally bake it and they don't package it. You just grab it from the place. What's a kind bar?
It's like a granola bar, but without any like grain in. Well, it's got grain, but no gluten in it.
Can't eat gluten.
It has been suggested to me that may be what one of my food sensitivities is, and to try avoiding it for a while to see if it makes me feel any better. So far, not a huge difference. I go back to saying coffee and eating stuff with gluten again, but.
What are you gonna do with the tortilla sauce?
Tortilla chips? I'm probably gonna make nachos one night this week.
Oh, you did say chips. Okay. I thought maybe you were gonna serenade it in the chicken.
Okay, first off, the word you wanted is marinade. Second off, you marinate the chicken, not the sauce. The sauce is the marinade.
Right. What else did you get?
That was pretty much everything.
Okay. What kind of chicken? Was it frozen chicken or chicken in a box? Or fresh chicken?
Frozen chicken strips. I had the same ones last week that I made some chicken parm with that were great.
Is it fried chicken strips or just chicken strips?
Well, they go in the air fryer.
Okay. Yeah, the healthy frying. Never had air fry, but I've had the air fry that come pre-frozen, already air fried, and they're alright. Lap 128, leader is Pitt. Can make it on one more stop. Did you see the Formula One race last week? Ryan had a long pit stop. Wow.
Tony's done for the day. Definitely done. Super done. Ultra done. Well done.
I just choked on my pizza.
Tony is dead in real life too.
That is not a good move. Pretty sure I blew up on the backstretch.
Yeah, right, yes. That's what it looks like. Why did you just steer into the wall like that?
I was trying to scrub off speed.
Oh no, you were in your own oil, that's it.
That was 2 vicious hits.
Take with you Scott Drake, who else?
Damn.
Joel Parker, Dan.
And Dan went the whole season without a DNF.
And speeding.
Yeah, Speedy
You didn't know we're on the field there, no?
That's tough luck for the number 12 car. Comes in 4th in points and dropping.
All the way to 44th.
Let's see what happened to Speedy here. And Diet Dr. Kelly has another bad day. I don't know if I survived this one without meddling injury. Holy crap.
Do you even know what that word means?
Yeah, it means I'm hurt bad.
No, that's not what the headline means. Tony out for the season with a torn ACL.
Yeah, I don't think it's a torn ACL.
Tony out for the season with a broken conscience.
That's rare you have that damage where the right rear completely comes off.
it disappoints me if you don't see that damage a lot. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm glad it happened to me, so, you know. Alright, one more time. See, I saw the 4 coming, and I'm like, I don't want to wreck his championship hopes, so I turned right.
What else?
Yeah. Tharp got a piece of it, too. And Scott Drake had another good run going.
Yeah, imagine if he gets the first one of these races that we can't run in Bonanza where he's doing pretty well points.
I think Scott's hurt, but I don't think he's...
It'd be really funny to have somebody in the top 20 at points out for the season.
Yeah, that would be...
It's really funny to me. Jared Bogart is not in the top 20 at points.
Yeah, he's only good on short tracks.
He's not been good at all this season, to be honest. Apparently Kevin's also in Michigan. Because apparently he saw Frankie Muniz blow a tire or some shit.
No!
Jesus. Here's Frankie Muniz. Windows key out of the game. I discovered my 2003, well, if it minimizes itself, it might actually come back.
Yeah, mine might come back too, but
not this time.
nope. What lap were we on?
I don't know, you had just crashed, so find where you're out of the race. Because there's no way you can continue that.
I'm out?
You blew a motor that got hit 50 times. You're in the race, the damage model is what happened.
Nah, I think we're gonna try to go back out there.
Go back out there with a concussed driver and no engine.
Nah, we got replacement drivers.
I'll beat him from the car. Fucking ghost of West China City.
No, he's still alive, remember. He waved the green flag at the Daytona 500.
Well, that's right. Did you stand shit him or what?
Zach's doing his usual, I definitely led the field to the green, so I'm gonna pass the leader.
You mean in the yellow?
Yeah.
I mean, I did that a lot because somebody would take the yellow, the pace car's clearly on the other side of the track, and they would slow down to like 30 miles an hour. Like, I'm gonna go catch the pace car when you decide to get your fucking head out of your ass. Come join me.
We might have a Zach Michael at Pocono situation here, because John Tharp is pitting, and everyone else is staying out. Foley's coming in, so only the cars involved in the crash are coming in, but they're taking tires.
Tires!
I'm in.
What? No!
And boom goes the mite.
Oops, the Vegemite?
Give the 79 some credit.
For perseverance?
3 miles smoking. Finally.
And that's bad for your health.
Yeah, it is. Smoking is so bad for your health. Like, you could eat fried chicken every day, and it wouldn't be as bad as a cigarette.
I don't know if that's actually
totally true depending on what kind of fried chicken, but yeah. I think we're discovering that some things we eat are as problematic as smoking, but I am not a doctor, so do not listen to me on medical issues that I know nothing about.
Haven't you told us things before? Like, that were straightforward and, like, you were sure about them?
Here's what I'm gonna say. That one, oh my god, what a fucking stupid thing. I just watched an accident happen right next to me. Okay, I will say, on that topic, I don't have any research and don't know if it's true, so take that with a pinch of salt. Things like, don't eat chlorine, you don't need to take my word for it. Just don't do that. There are things I know, but I'm not an expert on cancer.
Don't do the shoe nice diet.
The only Tide Pod, you know, I shouldn't say that sentence out loud like that. Don't ingest Tide Pods. I'll say it like that. I was gonna say something about Tide Pods, but I realized somebody I know is a Tide Pod.
Me?
No. Tony, if only you had any sort of way for me to send you pictures. There's a girl I know that she's a Tide Pod fox.
Oh, I see. Is that like a what? An orange person?
The orange, white, and blue fox. It's a very cute character, and
this is a person you know.
Yes. It's a very cute character. She shared some stickers with me. They're up on my corkboard. They're very cute stickers. She's a very nice person.
She's not a fox.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you made it sound like she was a fox, because you said she was blue.
She's a blue, white, and orange fox. What part of this has you confused?
The whole thing, sir.
Okay, you're aware that I'm a blue and white fox-wolf hybrid, right?
See, these are like... It's like calling yourself a cancer or a Hypernicus or whatever those things are called.
Those are things that exist, although they mean absolutely nothing.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I would compare this to more as describing yourself as like goth or emo. And that
so
kind of stuff.
Is Blue Fox goth?
No, Black Fox would definitely be more goth. I mean, I've met somebody that their whole thing is that they're both goth and furry. It's an interesting. There's some interesting combinations.
I see.
Tony, after the race, I'll see if I can find you some. I probably could just send you her Twitter and you can see what I'm talking about. And you go, oh, okay, I understand.
The fact that you have Twitter and I don't is shocking.
Tony, I have 3 different Twitter accounts. Where's it for?
Weren't you the one that said Twitter is bad or something?
Twitter is bad, but I have 3 accounts on there now. Well, one of them was the NLRL account, then the All Around Motorsports podcast, and then I've got one for, you know, my furry little fox wolf boy.
I forgot about the Kevin podcast. Remember when I got on that one time?
Yeah, and had really weird opinions about the greatest driver of all time. I think that was literally the last episode we recorded.
What did I say?
I believe you said, who was it, that Tim Flock was better than Dale Earnhardt or something like that? Or was it that Joe Nemechek was better than Ayrton Senna? It was something like that.
Yeah, I've never said that. I know that for a fact.
I could find the recording and find who it was that you said that Kevin and I were both like, oh, this is an obvious choice, we don't need to discuss it. And then you were like, yeah, obviously Ricky Rudd is better than Dale Jarrett or something.
Well, Tim Flock's winning percentage is higher than Dale Earnhardt's.
That's because he ran fewer races, Tony, against weaker competition.
The fewer races part makes no difference.
Also, I think it was way more of a non-debate than this. I think it was something like Ayrton Senna and Joe Nemechek.
We might have one of them wrong.
I'd
gonna have to look that
I'd have
up,
to
sir.
find it, yeah.
But I do agree that Tim Flock could be better than Dale Earnhardt.
Well, anybody could be better than Dale Earnhardt. I just don't... Are you really going to be that big of a fucking dickbag? Okay. Wow, y'all are just fucking pieces of shit. Yeah, fuck you and your fucking Tesla. Alright, now that I'm done yelling at AI cars.
Tim Flock would never drive a Tesla.
You don't drive a Tesla. There's no such thing as driving a Tesla, it's operating a Tesla, because the fucking thing doesn't let you do anything. Oh my god, like, the drivetrain technology behind that, really cool, really interesting technology. Everything on top of the drivetrain, the batteries, is fucking garbage, and I don't understand how people think it's any good.
How did, what's his name? Elon Musk makes so much money off it, but I don't know anybody who bought one.
A lot of people bought them, they're overpriced, but, he already was rich before that anyway. I think he inherited a lot of his money, but he created PayPal, which was originally X.com, in case you're wondering how long his obsession with the letter X has been going on.
I didn't know he created PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal was him.
That was like 25 years ago, though.
Yes, it was a long time ago. I don't know whether he's still associated with PayPal in any meaningful way. I'm also still upset that he didn't buy Facebook. If he bought Facebook, he could have run that into the ground. That would have been a really big improvement, because between the two social media sites, I find Twitter is actually better than Facebook, but only by a little bit. I think very soon here, when it becomes available to everybody, most of the people I know on Twitter are leaving Twitter for a couple other platforms, and one of them is invite only at the moment. But when it goes public, I might give it a go and see if it curates a actually meaningful fucking discussion in a place that's actually fun to post and chat.
It won't. If it's available to the public, it won't be.
It might not. We'll find out. No, I did get annoyed. There was somebody they were trying to make something go viral. Basically, they were upset that somebody had gotten banned from Twitter. And they said they got banned for calling Nazis bad. And then posted exactly the tweet that got them banned. They literally were calling on people to go out in the streets and kill people who are Nazis. I'm like, yes, Nazis are bad, but you are also making a violent threat and inciting violence. That's why you got banned. You could have said that about any group of people and you would have gotten banned. Just because we agree that the people that they want to hurt are bad people doesn't make it okay to say things like that. It's a complicated issue. It's one of those things. People do that shit all the time. Like, oh yeah, I got in trouble for calling out a guy. It's like, you fucking threw slurs at a guy who was using slurs himself, but you're not the hero here. Like, are you probably less in the wrong than they are? Absolutely, but you're not the hero. But everybody wants to be the hero of their own story, so there is that.
Well,
very few people consider themselves the villain.
We're all the heroes of our own story. Our stories are always more interesting to us. Not to get philosophical, but, Anyway,
well, no, what it is most people view themselves as the hero in their own story. Like, Hitler did not think he was the villain of that story. He was, but he didn't think it.
Right. No, I gotcha.
It's an interesting thing. There are absolutely... If somebody thinks they're the villain of their own story, they are very, very much mentally ill.
Yeah, I agree with that. You have to warp it so that your flaws aren't gonna destroy you in life, Like Glenn.
What happened to Glenn?
Well, he was always running last, but he didn't let it bother him.
He wasn't always running last. Glenn had some good races.
Yeah. Yeah, not at Watkins Glen, maybe at Daytona.
Well, yeah, he wasn't going to win Watkins Glen. There were about 5 of us that were ever going to win Watkins Glen.
And we all did. Except JB.
I was going to say, I don't know that JB or Alex ever won an N4 race there, but if we ran one right now, either one of them could. JB would probably flip over. I don't know why he has that problem at Watkins Glen. I have that problem at fucking Sonoma.
I think it's the setup.
It absolutely had to be something in his setup, but I think he did use what was purported to be one of my setups and still found it problematic. But honestly, my road course setups were nothing special. Like, my pace on the road course had nothing to do with the setup. So
just shift all the way to the right and...
No, I did nothing with the setups there. I think, honestly, my Watkins gun setup may have been the arcade setup.
You said it makes no difference. What if we make it so tight you can't drive it?
Tony, I always wanted a tight setup on the road course.
No, not tight. I mean, like...
My setup's got a lot of understeer on the road course. That's why I wanted them.
Okay. So let's say you're on rails, literally, and you can't turn. That's the setup you want? You're okay with that?
No, I'm saying I would rather have a setup that understeers on the road course than oversteers, because understeer is easier to manage and much easier to push hard on. You're gonna make fewer catastrophic mistakes on a road course meant for an arcade with an understeer setup than you are an oversteer setup. It's a whole lot easier to survive missing the apex if you ran a little wide and had to check up more than it is to, oh, well, I just spun out exiting the boot and now I'm backwards into the fucking styrofoam.
Yeah, I gotcha. If I drove N4 again, I'd have no idea what I was doing.
I'd probably fall right back into it. Oh, I'm at, Lawrence Van Buren Street.
Let's go. Wait, what about Larry Van Buren?
The street, it's South Van Buren Street.
Oh, nice.
Definitely not named for Martin or anything.
Yeah, what a scumbag.
I mean, I'm trying to think, what did Martin Van Buren do? Wasn't Martin Van Buren like a big slavery guy, or am I getting that backwards?
I don't know. He's either a big slavery guy or not a big slavery guy. I'll look that up later. I think he was anti-slavery.
He didn't like the cotton gin, I know that, based on one episode of The Weekenders.
Well, that might not have anything to do with slaves. Maybe he just...
That may also not be true.
Yeah, it's... alright.
It's just a very specific thing I remember from a cartoon of Martin Van Buren riding a little train screaming, "Down with the cotton gin!"
Alright. It's probably the only product from the 1800s they knew about, so they
The
just threw it in there.
1800s. What about the telephone, Tony?
What?
The telephone. How about radio? Telegraph.
Radio.
The automobile.
That's all 1900s. Yeah, it started in the 1800s. But
None of those things were invented in the 1900s.
no,
Now, you could argue the automobile came to
true.
fruition in the 1900s. That would be true. The rest of them I named were established technologies by the 1900s.
Go back to
Especially radio.
1890. Ask anyone, do you have a radio? They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you
No,
talking about?
only the rich and ships and armies and stuff had radios.
They didn't have radios in 1890.
I'm pretty sure they did.
What?
They
What
weren't
would they
a very
use it
common
for?
technology. What do you think they used it for? They were massive sets, so they weren't all that,
I've
marketable
listened to
yet, but-
recordings from like late 1800s from Thomas Edison. It sounds like.
Yeah, no, the fucking fidelity was awful.
Then why use it?
Tony, remember the early television looked like ass? It's a good thing we used it, otherwise you wouldn't be fucking looking at your monitor right now. You use the technology because you know, hey, if we keep working at this, we can make it even better than what it is. Like the first
That's
car was
fine.
slow and terrible. Why use it? We should have stayed on horses.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying. They didn't have it yet. You're saying they did.
They had it. They weren't as
they didn't have it.
ubiquitous as they were 30 years later, obviously.
They might have had the technology for it, but nobody in their right mind was using a radio in 1890.
Nobody in their right mind was using a fucking iPhone before they came out. I don't know what your point is.
You're saying they were using them in like war.
They were starting to. It wasn't like
later.
every fucking buddy had a radio. It was a thing
I
that
don't
was
even think in
available.
World War I they were using them.
World War I, they were using telephones and flying radios, but the range was not very good on handheld radios. That's why they weren't really used for that. But radio was 100% used for propaganda and other uses during World War I.
Yeah, it probably was. You're right.
The sets were just big and heavy, so you couldn't lug them around on the battlefield. But they were on ships. They were, I think they even put some on balloons, but they preferred telephone lines from the balloons because that was a lighter technology. Hell, Tony, you realize that the Confederate Army used air power.
What's air power?
They had an airborne part of their military. What happened now? Like, the Confederates were using balloons. Oh,
You're talking about air balloons?
They were using balloons for artillery spotting, just like they did in the First World War. Well, just like armies did. Obviously, the Confederacy didn't fight in the First World War.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that was the thing that was happening during the Civil War that most people don't realize was a thing, because it's not talked about much.
This might bring out a yellow.
Why the fuck did my computer just start beeping? Okay, I don't like that just happened, and now I'm, like, having an anxiety attack, because I don't know why it was doing that. It's done that once before, and I didn't know why it did that. Great, I needed an anxiety attack today. That's exactly what I fucking needed. That tone's from. That's not the computer. That's the fucking battery backup.
Well, that's a terrible backup.
No, okay. Tony, that's actually a good thing. That just cured my anxiety. So, when the power goes out, my battery backup, the PC's plugged into it. The PC is drawing too much power and draining the battery backup. That's why it's beeping. Okay. So the next time I turn this off, I need to plug it into that's the one time I had done it before. I was trying to play BeamNG, and all of a sudden something was beeping. I just realized what it was. It wasn't the computer. Tony, do you realize how much I just went from like absolute sheer anxiety attack to just absolutely drained of emotion? Holy fuck.
We need to work on that not happening.
Yeah, I'm seeing a therapist about that, Tony. Yeah, that's the battery backup. That's exactly what that is. So when I turn the computer off next, I just need to unplug it from the battery backup and plug it into the other side. Wow. I'm glad to know that that's what that is. It's not coming from the computer. I don't know why it started happening there. I mean, I had a lot of things running, so I guess it was drawing more power for some reason. Now I'll look up stuff about Martin Van Buren. Let's see, Martin Van Buren, what party was he?
Is he a Whig Party?
No, he was a founder of the Democratic Party.
Oh.
But, well, he was a Democratic Republican from 1799 to 1825, a member of the Free Soil Party from 1848 to 1852, and then was also was a Democrat from 25 to 48, and then again from 52 on.
Was he a Jacksonian Democrat?
I'm not sure, but given those years, if he was a Democrat in those years, he was for slavery. Let me check. But I'm pretty sure... well, he was Secretary of State under Andrew Jackson.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean he was anti-pro-slavery.
Martin Van Buren directed General Winfield Scott to forcibly remove Native Americans from their land.
Yeah, that was part of the Jackson Indian killings.
Okay, let me read you a line from his article. Martin Van Buren viewed abolitionism as the greatest threat to the nation's unity, and he resisted the slightest interference with slavery in the states where it exists. So,
Scott.
Yeah, I think he was pro-slavery.
Scott. All right. Well, that was pretty normal for back then, though. So.
Well, especially for the party he was a member of.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I was going to look up the radio.
Well, Wikipedia is going to lie and say they were using it in Japan in 1749. Wrong.
Okay, so the first cross-Atlantic radio transmission was on December 12, 1901. Marconi established a radio station on the Isle of Wight in England in 1897.
So I was right.
Radio transmissions started before 1900, but they weren't, radio broadcasting as you think of it wasn't a thing until the 1900s, but the technology predates the 1900s.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Well, you were acting like we shouldn't give credit to the 1800s for inventing it.
No, but it's not invented yet until it's complete.
It was complete, it just, people hadn't taken it to its logical extreme yet.
So it's not complete.
I would disagree with you there, but...
You're allowed.
Telephones were a commercial product at least as early as 1886. So, the telephone I would 100% put in the 1800s. Same with the telegraph.
Johnny Reed Foley trying to go 70 laps without a stop. Holy smokes. If it cycles through, David Butterworth will be your leader. But Foley might be able to make it to the end here, because he pitted on the last caution. He's gonna have to use that two-way radio. Get info from his crew chief if to stay out or pit.
Okay, that startled me too. I was scrolling through Twitter and all of a sudden heard random sounds and I realized it was a fucking video that started playing on Twitter.
Bill. I was wrong. Bill will be your leader. I think Speedy just came in. Saw Foley drive the low line in 3 and 4, but stayed out.
Yeah, towards the end of the Bonanza race, I kept seeing people duck low, and I thought they were pitting every fucking time.
This would be the battle for the lead. 6-car battle. If Foley does not come in, or Rod, and Rod Weston will take the lead. And Foley will suffer for being out on old tires. Can Rod make the distance?
Can Rod make speed?
A lot of guys are getting their lap back.
He's all alone, all alone, all alone in his time of need. Because he's racing and pacing.
Foley's gonna come out way, way back.
Push him back, way back.
This would be Rod's first Extravaganza win if he can pull off the feat. Meanwhile, up ahead for the guys that pitted, Bill. Almost a decade-long losing streak leads the pack. And Alex Craps here on the same strategy as Rod, but right in front of the leaders. Foley comes out 20 seconds. Coming to 10 laps to go as I eat my party pizza.
Pizza, 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 pizza. Krusty Krab pizza is pizza absolutely. Pizza, pizza. Krusty Krab pizza. Take it away.
Bill and Zach battling. Rick trying to make a 3-wide move. This could be for the win.
Oh no.
Bill's win and Rod's win getting assassinated before their eyes. Zach Michael takes the lead. 9 to go.
Oh, that's why I can't find her Twitter. I don't think she has one.
Timothy McDonald having another good run. He might take the points lead. He came back. 24 points behind Ryan, so it's going to be close. Ryan's in 12th. Either way, you both pretty much clinched the chase. Ken Pettit battling for 4th with Tim. He came in 93 back of Matthew Dominique. Dominique is 17th. So that'll be interesting. John Tharp 1 lap down in 29th. So he'll drop from 11th down. A lot of contenders that have definitely had bad luck as the 20 and the 44 pull away with 5 to go. Butter and Rob looking for a well-needed top 10. Yo! Rick is closing. Zach going for 2 in a row. Rick looking for a win. Zach comes in 5th in points, 298 ahead. Rick comes in 6th in points, 273 ahead. So,
okay, well, Tony, I can't find any other social media for her, but I found her TikTok, so you can look at her TikTok and see what I'm talking about.
I'm not doing TikTok, Tim. That's cancer.
I mean, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, well, thank you for not doing that. I'm not gonna click on it.
That's fair. I mean, the Twitter link at least has her with the head and some of it on. I haven't been able to find any posts of the full suit, though. I might have to just pull a picture. Like, I know I could get you one off Telegram, but you don't have Telegram, so that doesn't help.
A Telegram?
The website's called Telegram, Tony. Well, the app is called Telegram.
We got too many.
I don't have Telegram, so it doesn't matter.
Computer places. No wonder why Richard Petty's so confused all the time. As we come to the white flag. Oh! Ben Gear threw a Twinkie through the window net. Final lap. Zach Michael almost won at Michigan in 2019, but failed.
I'm gonna just send you a screen grab. That's what I'll send you. Why did I close that?
Coming off of turn 4, the number 20, ready for another victory. Zach Michael wins at Michigan.
Woo!
And Scott runs out of gas. Horrible break for the 38.
Alright, there you go, Tony. There's a picture of it. The image or link, there you go.
Yeah, I might look at it. Scott Jackson is angry. He knows he has lost. Alright, final results. Zach Michael, your winner. Second, Rick. And Zach started 46th. He broke the record for most spots gained in a race. Unbelievable!
Well, that just means that to break that record, we'll have to have a race with 60-some-odd cars in it, a thing the sim will definitely not do.
Alright, your winner is Zach Michael. Rick Jackson second. Bill Werkheiser, an excellent third. Tim McDonald, a fabulous fourth. And Ken Pettit, a rambunctious fifth. Zach Miller, a satisfying sixth. And David Butterworth, seventh. Excellent run by the High Octane crew. Chauncey Redmond Jr., eighth. Rob Scarberry, ninth. Excellent
Throwing up.
Dodge horsepower. John Batista, 10th. He will reclaim third in points after Pizarro's misfortune. Matthew Dominique, 11th. He'll stay inside the top 10. Adam Crapser, 12th. Dave Miller, 13th. Craig Lee, 14th. Dakota Wilkins, 15th. Bink Lucas, 16th. Ryan Hoyser, 17th. Tim will retake the points lead. Christian Torres, 18th. Led some laps on speed today. Tony Long, 19th. Johnny Reed Foley, 20th. This is a quick race. Holy crap. Rod Weston, 21st. Steven Spears, 22nd. Scott Jackson, 23rd. After running out of fuel. He might have actually finished worse than that. It's not giving me the full thing yet. Tex Perry,
second here.
Tex Perry, 24th. Alex Crapser, 25th. Jimmy Stevens, 26th. It's not a good day for Speedy. He comes in 9th.
I love hearing you mash the keyboard.
Matt Raboyne, 26th. So he will drop from 15th to probably 16th with Ken Pettit's Fortune. Alex Crapser comes in 14th in points. He'll probably He'll actually gain 2 spots, maybe. I think Ken will be ahead of him. He'll jump from 16th to like 12th because Markel and Allen both struggled, or they died. Sean Tharp is 11th in points, and he finished a lap down. So right now the top 10 are looking pretty good. Dave Daniels 28th, John Tharp 29th, Aaron Cummings 30th. Randy Dobbins, 31st. Jonathan Skrabix, Ben Gear, and Logan Sheets, your top 34. And DNFs, Donald Stewart, Engine. Philip Parker, Engine. No, not Engine. Crash.
Wiped out by a Tony.
Tony Pizarro, Engine and Crash. Scott Drake, Crash. Dan Johnston, Crash. 2 DNFs in a row. Alan Nesfetter, Bad Misfortune. Frank Womack, Engine. Mark Huron, Engine. Yeah. Joe Polson, Crash. Tough day for the 2 Pontiacs. 42nd and 43rd. And this is their home race. Markel Murphy, 44th. Crash. Dalton Lucas, 45th. Crash. And Michael Henson, 46th. Engine.
No, he was in a crash.
Crash. All right, I believe you.
So, you want to know how long the Bonanza broadcast was this morning?
2 hours and 39 minutes.
2 hours and 4 seconds short of 20 minutes. I'll call it 2:20 from the time I started streaming to the end. So, despite all the yellow, our races were